The holidays can be filled with warmth in a lot of ways, right? Space heaters, fireplaces, candles, things like that. And with those come some risks. And that is why we have invited Saskatoon Deputy Fire Chief Yvonne Raymer in to help us alleviate some of that risk over the holidays. Good morning. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
So we mentioned some of them there, space heaters and that kind of thing. Any to add? What should we be aware of when it comes to fire safety?
So there's a little limit that's, give your heater some space. So give a heater a meter.
Okay.
If you're not sure what the specifications are, or if, say, it's a bit of a higher output, then you want to read manufacturer specs. So pull out the old manual, unless you're like me and you just...
Well, yeah.
I use extra caution because maybe I don't read the instructions like I should. But also, what's the power source for it? Are you plugging it directly into an outlet, or are you using an extension cord? And in Saskatchewan, we get down to -40, sometimes -50. Don't bring your exterior extension cord inside. It's heavily insulated. It get very warm. They're not actually designed to be indoors. They're meant to be outside where they can actually deliver the power in -40. So when you bring them into a +20 environment, they can get a little gummy. You can actually get an arc or a spark out of them. So look at what's appropriate, but the best, safest way is use a power bar or directly plug it into your outlet.
Okay, I'm learning things already. I had no idea about that outdoor thing. So this is great. This is helpful. Let's talk about trees. Just a big, quite flammable object all of a sudden in many homes at this time of year.
Yeah, so especially if you have a fresh tree. I know a lot of people have artificial trees now, but fresh trees need water. And if you're somebody who forgets about the watering, or you have a puppy that likes to drink the water, just check it periodically, I would say daily, to make sure that it's freshly watered, because when they're dry and then they get towards a heater or the fireplace, or maybe that electrical cord starts to get warm, we don't want to see your tree and the gifts go up in flames.
Yeah, carbon monoxide is another concern in the colder months, right?
Yeah, so especially just last week, we had 2 frigid days. Just remember to go do an exterior walk around your house, check your inlets and your outlets. If you see any snow building up, remove it from underneath them. If you have ice hanging from them, remove it. And then interior-wise, check all your natural gas appliances, your stove, your fireplace, your furnace, and check that the valves aren't leaking or anything like that. If anything is sort of being manipulated, or maybe it needs to be replaced, err on caution, replace it, and most importantly, your frontline protection, have a carbon monoxide alarm.
Of course, of course. Now, what about cooking? A lot of that going on at this time of year.
Yeah, so this is great. Never leave your cooking unattended. It's like the candle. We don't leave them unattended. So always stay in the kitchen if you're cooking. If you have a fire on the stove, if you feel competent and you have a fire extinguisher and the fire is small, you can always extinguish it yourself. When in doubt, call us out, call 911. And then you can also shut off the breaker. You can actually cut the power to it. And hopefully that smoke alarm's ringing, telling you you're burning your supper or your dinner.
Yeah.
But if the fire's in the oven, keep the door closed.
Okay.
Don't open it, because you're just introducing more oxygen. Shut the breaker off, call 911, and hopefully the fire should stay contained in the oven.
Okay, lots of great tips here. Is there somewhere we can go to kind of, remember some of these? Where can we check these out?
Yeah, absolutely. On the City of Saskatoon website, just type in holiday fire safety tips, and the checklist should come up.
All right, wonderful. Thank you for working over the holidays, as you and your team does. Yvonne Raymer, Deputy Fire Chief for the Saskatoon Fire Department. Thanks so much, and have a great holiday.
You too. Happy holidays.